All right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. We have a sleek, slicey fixed blade from ATR over at Knife Standards to check out. If you guys don't know about Knife Standards, first of all, watch my videos more because I've done stuff with his before, but there is all of his information. ATR is a really cool dude, so check him out. And if you remember, he designs his knives. I mean, his dad's initials are RR, I believe, and you know, he kind of does and designs his knives with his dad in mind, who loved trains and all kinds of stuff. So you'll see those themes in here. We do get this Kydex taco style sheath for this warning. It comes with this clip for carry wise. You guys know if I was carrying this, I would switch it to a soft loop, but you could put anything on here. You leave this clip and carry it this way or this way. But what I don't particularly care for is that this clip sticks quite a ways off of the sheath. It just isn't my favorite way to carry. But to each their own. You could put a tech lock or a ulti clip or whatever you want. It does have a drainage hole and all the mounting points. Very good snap. Little bit of movement there, but not a lot. It is, I mean, it's good retention. No big issues there. All right, now let's jump into this guy. Now, there are some of these available on his website right now for $330. It is a titanium handled Vanex super clean knife. So $330. It is a flat grind with that beautiful belt satin finish. And again, I appreciate ATR for letting me take a look. Now, I know we haven't even really done much yet, but I'm going to jump into the specs. 60 to 61 HRC on the Vanex. The blade length is 3.01 on the cutting edge. Total blade length 3.3 with plenty of room for sharpening there. No issues. It is a flat grind belt satin 6AL 4V titanium on the handle. Now it is flat here, but chamfered on the edges. ATR likes that a lot. Fits in my hand, full 4-finger grip. You do have jimping right here, and you have a nice flat spot out here. You can get down in there. This is a great utility shape. Overall length 7.04 inches. T8 hardware, 3.8 ounces, and again, made by Best Tech for ATR, who designed this himself. We have kind of a fuller up here with the RR in there. Whoops, sorry, there you go. And Vanex in there. Now, guys, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to insert some footage. I'm going to give you a little caveat to the footage. It's me cutting an onion, but I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I misstated something in this video. I said something about it's kind of, wedgy feeling, and that's only because I come from a perspective of when I use knives in the kitchen, they're usually even a little bit thinner than this. This is pretty dang thin. What does he say? The blade thickness is 0.11. So again, I would think, and again, but it's very tall, but I would say there were two things going on. I'm cutting an onion. You'll see me do that. And I think the issue I had was that onion was actually a little bit bigger than the blade length. So it was giving me troubles like that. When I went down after I finished the footage and chopped the rest of the onion for my wife, and the rest of the onion was about like this, it sliced through that no problem. So I think what I was really dealing with when I was cutting that was the length of the blade versus the length of the onion. It just felt like I was getting deeper down into it, and it was kind of wedging out a little bit and getting caught on this fuller. So there's the footage right here. All right, guys, we're here in the kitchen with the Knife Standards RR Station fixed blade, and we're going to try this on an onion and see how we do here. Now, it is a flat ground blade, and you can see we're putting some slicing into it. It's a little thicker than some of the kitchen knives I have used, but you can see there it definitely sheesh, that's where chopping is where this thing really does a good job. Slicing, it's a little thicker, and you have this fuller to contend with up here, as you can see, but definitely a useful slicey knife. So just to prove my caveat a little bit more, here's a piece of cardboard, which I start off screwing up. You can see here, it is very sharp. Now, for some reason, again, like I was feeling on that onion, it is kind of grabbing a little bit more than I would expect on the cuts. Now, this has been around to several channels, so it may just well be that it needs some touch up. And that is absolutely fine. But again, it's a high enough flat grind that it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm wondering if we're kind of catching stuff on the hard edge of this fuller a little bit. So, you know, I always have to report honestly what I find in my testing, and it is sharp enough, good enough, and a beautiful, beautiful knife. But again, I think what I'm getting is some grabbing on the edge of this. Just like I talk about a swedge, gives you that relief. If you have a hard edge right here, and I think that's what was happening with the onion, and I think that's what's happening with the cardboard. But again, very clean slices, no problem. Just kind of grab. Oh, wait a minute, we got to do our size comparisons here. Number one is the Ontario Rat 1, which we always use. Ontario Rat 2 is about the same size, which is great. Then we have the 8-inch long Tempest Knives Pinion, a little bit bigger, and the 7-inch long Tempest Knives Microburst. Gotta love that one. But very good. You can see a little bigger than the Microburst, I should say. Very, very cool indeed. And again, 4-finger grip feels wonderful in the hand. That titanium feels good. I don't mind it. You know, with titanium, it's going to have a little more weight, but I actually like the balance and the feel of it. Very forward on the cutting. I like that indeed. So what do you guys think of the RR Standards, the Knife Standards RR Station Fixed Blade? And again, I don't even know if I told you the name of it at the start. That was really dumb. But $330, available now in limited quantities, designed by ATR. Very, very cool indeed. So I would love to hear you guys take on this one. Let me know what you think. Indeed, love checking out beautiful fixed blades for sure. So there you go. And guys, I appreciate it. Thanks to ATR for sending it. Thanks to you for watching it. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and make sure you're subscribed and hit that. I already said that. And thank you so much. Wow, for watching the Knives Fast channel.